We have. Oh wait, do you guys have buy zone? Okay, I'm out of the buy zone. Okay. I can see it on the radar. I'm like right on the edge of it. Okay.
Oh, it's a piece of cake you're up. We aren't going on a windy walk here.
Right side of the ship.
I believe that's port.
I think they're coming B.
Port, I think, is left.
Okay, starboard.
Starboard, I believe, is the right. Yep.
They're behind us.
Coming up behind him.
Oh, now you spawned out of the buy zone. How does that feel? Not so good, does it?
Wait, so which one's port and which one's starboard?
The left side is port, so that side is port. Or the right side is starboard.
Okay.
Oh, in smoke.
I think the meeting point's up here.
B seems quiet.
Good job then. That's good. You don't want them there.
B.
Oh no!
3B.
Bomb has been planted.
I'm so confused.
How does that go through that wall? Bro, they got smoke hacks. Oh no! Did they re-smoke this? I didn't even see it. So maybe there's not a point in playing down there on the left side, or on port side. Yeah, I saw that. You were right in front of me, and you walked through the smoke, and I saw you fall off.
This isn't the killing house anymore. This is real life.
On B again.
Roger.
Seems like they went A.
Caught one moving towards A. Oh, they're there.
They smoked.
Bomb has been planted.
Flashbang out.
Wow, not in the buy zone 2 times in a row. This is rough.
Oh, we got the graffiti over there now. Thank God, so we can mark it.
Move it, move it.
On B. Okay, I can't do that.
Throwing flashbang. Flashbang.
Good job.
Good stuff.
Hello, person with $7,000. Can I please get an M4 over here? No,
M4 1S or M4?
I don't care. Either one.
Let's give it to the boys.
There's a problem though. I'm gonna be super late to be.
Throwing flashbang.
Probably a A this one.
Laying down a smoke.
Sounds like they're coming A through the structures.
How ominous that sounds. The structures.
Incendiary. Throwing flashbang.
Last guy here as well. He's running away.
Real good. Keep cooling, we got this.
So how do they actually get to B? That's something I can figure out.
Either the right side or like the far upper left side. Kind of weird. Here, like right here. Holy, that timing.
Here, apparently.
Deploying smoke
That is
shield.
insane.
Grenade.
It's like 3 down there. They can go to A. I don't actually know how they get to A from there. Oh, they go. Yeah, this right door here. I think there's gonna be something there.
There's one like under B. Morning.
Throwing fire.
Two running away from right here.
Orange ducks. Midship, kinda head towards A. I think bombs down midship.
One's like under me somewhere.
Let's get it done and get home.
Sorry.
Bombs down wood ducks.
That was some insane gameplay, Smog.
Oh, I love me some negative.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm out of the buy zone. My turn.
Oh yeah.
My turn to the doghouse.
Deploying flashbang. Throwing smoke. Incendiary out.
Going A, going A.
Roger.
I've got midship port entrance.
They're going up A.
Two more upper A. One's lit heavily. How did they even get up there?
Bomb has been planted. Defusing the bomb.
Probably upper. But he missed.
Counter-terrorists win. Now you're right on. You're right on.
Calculated.
Oh yeah, this guy's got $16,000 he can drop.
Okay, now let's go.
What do you want? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Probably M4.
Laying down smoke. Incendiary. Flashbang. Throwing a grenade.
Flash B.
Throwing smoke. Throwing fire.
What is that smoke?
Incendiary out.
One outside B still, I think.
I just saw one guy. That's nice.
Woohoo!
My boy, you did not need to buy for me. I have 15k, but that's
Wow.
okay. Thank you.
Valuable seconds, man.
Yeah, that's
Throwing a
true.
Molotov.
Grenade. Flashbang. Laying down smoke.
Laying down the smoke.
Alone on B, I think.
Two here, two here. Long.
Incendiary.
Two more.
Why'd you clear me first?
I can buy for everyone who's dead. Who needs gun? Oh, no.
You mean like seeing from T-spawn under the ship? Can they really see that? That wall's really high.
Throwing fire. Deploying flashbang. Throwing flashbang.
Lower, like the middle lower part. He could go up either
Throwing
way.
smoke. Throwing flashbang. Terrorists win.
Well, you got him.
Come on, chop chop. Smoke.
Deploying smoke shield.
Flashbang.
Fire in the hole.
Orange dock side. 2 at least.
Okay.
Throwing fire. Deploying flashbang.
Nice.
There was one more. I think they might be heading to the back. A site.
The stern.
Throwing fire.
I'm pretty sure they were heading for A.
Yeah, it sounds like they're heading for A, but I have not seen them at all.
One flash B. Two.
Throwing smoke.
Grenade out.
One side.
Bomb has been planted.
Flashing.
Flashbang. Diffusing now.
Nice.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Yes.
Oh no, where are we? Oh, there we are.
Make them regret the stay.
Why are we so low?
What the fuck is that camera angle?
How does that even happen?
I'm guessing that the
I have no
entity
clue.
is high up and then it like forces the player spawns down on the ground, but the camera stays? I don't know.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
that's
but
probably the
maybe they-
case.
Or could they have stretched the entity or something?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never tried that.
No, I honestly think Squidski is right. It's just placed higher up, but it forces us downwards.
Feels an awful lot like a Just for Men's commercial.
Nice.
Oh, got him out of ammo.
No idea where I just got killed
I
from.
think he's upper. I think it's a headshot angle.
One to left side.
How did I know? Okay.
Counter-terrorists win. This is what we have been working for.
What's kind of annoying? What is he doing?
There's like a jump you can like see over.
Oh,
above your
I
head.
see.
Look up in a sec.
Counter-terrorists win. Come on, let's go.
That was some timing. He's not on beat, he's like off. Bullish.
That is so unfortunate. Let's try. I didn't know I had bomb and I didn't realize A side was right there, so like that's why I didn't plant quicker.
Come on, let's go. Throwing a flashbang. Planted.
think going B is definitely a lot easier than going A.
It does seem that way.
Yeah, definitely. Because they also have to be in weird position.
Yeah, if they don't rush it, timing is really awkward as well.
Yeah.
I can't be on there.
Like 2 or 3 going around the outside, it seems. Find us. Nope.
They're boosting.
Oh, please.
No way. No, good job.
I didn't think it was behind the box. Man, I really wanted those knives.
Can someone drop me an AK, please?
Oof.
Get up here. Move it, move it. Smoke!
Did you not think my gun was pretty enough, so you threw it away?
I'm throwing a flashbang. Flashbang.
Yeah, it's probably one
Bro,
right
you
behind the
gotta watch
smoke.
this thing.
On the race side, I think. Honestly, yeah, just run up B probably.
If we go B, we definitely have to split from both sides.
Yeah, that's true.
It is time now, my brother. Planting the bomb.
One flank.
This is certainly a spot that you can stand.
One flank.
Yeah, that's crazy. What?
One behind.
Oh my god.
That was disgusting.
Oh, that wasn't even the guy on the bomb.
Wow. Wow.
thought it
Broken is
was.
crazy today.
Like, I can't even hear the defuse in this game, man.
I didn't hear it either. It's funny that that wasn't even that impressive because we didn't know he was defusing.
We will take everything from them.
The definition of ninja diffuse.
Flashbang. I'm throwing smoke. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Nice. We have B, right?
Yeah, we do. I heard him over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched that. I feel for you, man.
Has anybody sat at that spot before? Cause that's kind of messed up. That's just a spot that exists.
Which spot?
It's hard to explain, but on the inner, there's like a corner that's like not, like you can see through it kind of, so you can see around a wall. It's really hard to explain. I'll have to show it later.
I bet.
Throwing a flashbang.
Should have stayed up there. What are you, what are you doing down here? Oh, is he sitting in my spot? No, he's not. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
What the fuck? That was the spot? I don't know.
Lantern.
Last guy coming to me.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
The fuck? How is he there?
Terrorists win. I fear no man. Let's go. Flashbang. Throwing smoke. Throwing the flashbang.
That's abusing a spot.
I'm planted. Smoke.
Hey, upper. Can some of us go this way?
Well, we can certainly try it. It's kind of rough.
I think it's kind of easy.
Oh, maybe hit more people.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
You said we were gonna do it.
Yeah, the molly
Yikes.
was way in front of me.
You didn't say anything about the volley.
He's super lit. 2 on B, go try going A.
That's the spot.
No, that's disgusting. Okay, I see it.
I think that's also an exploit, but it's kind of hard to not use that.
Yeah, definitely, because it looks
you can't just not stand in that corner.
I think he's low.
Check this very close right. Yep, there you go.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Nice try.
Nice shot.
Almost.
Alright, we win this round though.
Smoke, can you drop me an AK, please? Yo, right here, thanks.
Forward. No. Throwing a flashbang.
I'm going to be.
Where are we going? Let's shift, because they might have heard me run away.
Flashing over.
Throwing a flashbang. Putting down the smoke. Flashbang.
Good.
Let's go!
Looks like we're all here and ready. Chief, do you want to go first? Because you want to go
I
first
will.
sometimes. Okay, you can go first, Chief.
You know me so well, Squidski.
I know
You
I
also
do.
know I love my cheats.
Oh, yep. I forgot about that.
Why does he get privileges?
Because he said
Such
so.
a
Do
mission.
you have cheats now?
Thank you. Alright, Chief in game. Alright. To our team's demise, I played mostly B site. And I can tell you that it is probably the only site that teams would ever like to go to. Just because, let's start with this route. Teams can get pretty much all the way up here, through here, all the way up here. And the best teams can do is just barely peek this. So our best opportunity here is just to smoke or molly this area off. And usually this T-strat would be to pincer the site by having a few up here and try to challenge these angles. Now this is not very comfortable because to take the B side, I have to like turn my body toward this area and also kind of clear this little tight area right here. And it becomes a very narrow, what would you call like meat grinder of a route right here, just to push out into the bomb site, in which they could already play it out here anyways. But it was still the really only viable option for T's because going through all of this kind of like spaghetti routes and trying to like test these long angles just to get all the way over here, just to test over here, just to get one angle into a bomb site with no cover. Everything is just like hip height. You have one little crate you can dance around, but that doesn't matter because CTs could also just be up here. Like this upper area, I talked to my team, this just needs to go, right? It provides just one extra route that T's can hold. Like it's a one route for T, one route for CTs, just to hold an upper, which is very powerful. Doesn't really need to be here. The main focus should be more on the site, the cover, like blind spots for entrances. The focus should be on the site, not all these areas around it.
Okay. Good comments, thanks.
So just because of that, B site was played a lot more often. I like to see a little bit more change up to make this more comfortable for T's to play on. And this route was, I guess, fine. I like maybe a little bit of aggressiveness if CTs could push for an extra second here because they get 2 little angles you'd have to check anyways. But
Actually,
I think
give me a second. I'm making a lot of notes here.
Oh, it's alright. If I'm talking too fast, yeah, just let me know.
No, you're all good. It's great. I'm just trying to write stuff down.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, that one was fine. And water-wise, I don't know. I felt like I was checking it every now and then, just to like make sure because it's playable. Like no sneaky CTs were just hiding in the water shooting up. It felt just a little awkward, I'd say, just to keep checking.
Yeah, it had not really gotten a strong decision yet. Like I wanted to punish people that fell and not just outright kill them, so you can come back like far away. But then it's kind of awkward, yeah, to check it.
I agree in that sense that if you want to, punish but not instantly kill, I just don't see why it's so playable. Like a lot of
Yeah,
map space is dedicated just to water space, not dedicated for the gameplay, but I would just change it to where you can't play so much of the map size just in the water. But
right.
yeah, minor things like that. Otherwise, that's all I got. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Who would like to talk next?
I could go.
Kale, go ahead.
Yeah,
All right.
I gotcha.
So first things first, I played T-side the first half. The best way I could describe T-side is all the pathways, or not all, but most of the pathways feel uncomfortable for T's. Let's start off with this left path.
Okay.
Like we didn't discover this until a couple rounds in, but the CTs get the timing here to where they can just smoke this off and toss nades down here. Meanwhile, you have no cover except for this head glitch. And then if you even fight past this, you then have to take like this fight here, or you gotta like look both ways, which is just so unfun to play because they can be standing both here, hold a crossfire, and then you're just fucked. So you have to probably use util to fight past this smoke, get this area, and then you'll have to use another smoke to smoke off either one of these entrances or molly it. And then even then you have no guarantee of getting to the site, either one, whichever one you choose.
Okay.
So this one just feels stacked against you no matter what you're doing. I don't know what you do with this area. I would just make it a bit more intuitive for T's.
Yeah. Okay. Now I have
Less,
some ideas. I think that's a fair point. It's been tweaked, so it's kind of I'm not surprised. It's a little janky.
This one wasn't all that bad. I think this one was okay out of terms of the entrances. This mid entrance, this is what we were calling mid. Felt really hard to play if they were good, because they can again set up a crossfire and you have to look both ways. And then even here you can get some like head angles here on the railings, and it's real tough, and it's hard to throw util here. Because you could like throw a smoke here and you'd be like, oh, it's gonna smoke this, no big, but it can fall off the stairs, it can like, land weird, it doesn't even work. Smokes don't really work here either because they could just look over it. This whole area is super tough for T's if you try to come through here, unless you're late round and nobody's watching it. So yeah, this is just tough for T's.
Okay.
This spot wasn't too bad, it's just the upper, which I'll get to later. So this entrance was rather okay. And I guess this one by extension is alright. It's just those main two entrances that I felt were really rough for T's.
Basically the mids, yeah, okay.
Yeah. In terms of how you have the sites laid out and the routes to get to them, you have the B site like basically on top of the T spawn and the A site on the complete other side of the map, which encourages you to go B all the time as a T. Not only because it's easier to take currently with how the routes and the cover set up, but just in terms of the timing, it's just so much closer.
Right.
And it's so much easier to get to. So that's just
I'll have to play with that. Obviously trying to do the ship thing, it like is kind of rigid. So
I think you can get it to work. It's just not working right now.
Yeah, I want to. I'm trying to balance like obviously it's the length of the ship, but like balance not forcing CTs off the ship too much. But yeah, okay, I'll spend some time with that. That's a good point.
Yeah. And as a CT, it felt like even as a T and a CT, it just seemed as long as the CTs could hold the middle of the ship, and they didn't lose mid, and they didn't die unnecessarily here or like over here. They just won the round most of the time because you get the rotates, and they're like 2 seconds, right? So as a T, you're forced to sit on the outside of the ship and try to work your way in. And then, like I said, you have a lot of entrances that feel rough to go through. So it feels like you got nothing to work with.
Okay, give me a second. I'll make some notes. Okay, thank you.
Yep. One thing I did notice was as a CT, right? We had Broken coming out here and playing this spot quite often. And if he ever decided to push up here, which did happen a couple times, this pathway is like completely useless. And I realized this because I went to come watch it, and then I saw him on the radar like 2 seconds later, and I was like, why am I watching this? This is useless. I can be doing something
Which
better.
pathway? Sorry.
If he comes through outside A,
yeah,
pushes this spot.
Okay.
Like, there's no use in standing here.
Yeah. And like also holding, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. And that happens pretty early. Like, I got to the spot, realized he was outside the area like 2 seconds later, and I was like, oh,
okay.
I have no purpose here. Not that the route is necessarily a bad thing, but it's pretty easy for him to just lock down the spot if he pushes it. In terms of just the cover on A site, there wasn't really any
cover.
There's just a lack of it.
Right.
You only get like these spots, and then of course you got the upper, which sucks.
Need to make a better default for this.
I don't necessarily. I kind of disagree with Chief with the upper being just inherently bad. I think it can work. I just think you gotta get rid of this spot, like all of
like
that.
the back of the oval or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Because you inherently get like head angles and an advantage from the height.
Right.
And then you're just making it a billion times worse by being able to do it everywhere in a circle.
Right.
So,
I can find a way to block it off. Yeah.
If you if you limit the upper, I think.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of if there was anything else I wanted to say. I think I got most of it. Oh, there was also this boost here. I don't know if you intended for it.
I didn't.
Oh, that was sick.
I don't know if I hated it because then the T's get stuck in spawn for so long, but yeah, it's not intended.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was most of what I wanted to say.
Awesome, thanks.
Otherwise, I had fun.
Alright, who wants to talk next?
Oh, I can go for next.
Go ahead, you are Osama bin studying in
I'm
game.
Osama in game.
Okay, thanks.
I just have like 2 things really to say. Like, for the CTs, it's really not rewarding to go B. As in, if you like weren't sure what to buy or else, the timing is really tight, and you don't have time to be like really comfortable on the site that the T's are already pushing.
Right.
So you couldn't be late on that. And up here, I found myself getting frustrated because this looks like playable area. Like for me, I thought it was like here that you couldn't look, you couldn't go forward. Like you had this defense.
Yeah.
But this here, it did not feel good.
That's fair. Yeah, I moved those trees because I didn't want to like create, like a visibility cover, and then it ends up how it is. So okay, I'm gonna tune
Yeah,
that
that's
up.
fine. But like this is just something to do.
Yeah, I got you.
A site, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a couple of rounds as a CT to understand where it was. Like it sounds stupid, but since we just like literally spawn on it, and instinctively you want to go forward or like sideways depending for sites, but it's like right here, right on your foot, compared to B site that it's a marathon to reach.
Right.
So since I always had the urgency like to probably go B, I never thought about this or.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been starting to look at overpass a little bit because it ends up playing similarly in terms of what you do with your timing. But okay, I will add some signage or something at least.
Yeah. Or it was also my first time playing the map. Like it's the kind of stuff that if you play more, you understand more also.
Right.
I agree with the others that here it's just a maze. I got confused. Here I thought as a CT I could like jump, like because it's 2 different textures. I know it's like dev, but still.
Yep.
And I didn't see the point of having the water. Like I understand what you said with the you want to punish but you don't want to kill them.
Yeah. Like
One time,
that little
yeah,
open area you were just in. It's
yeah.
just like just open so you can see the ship. But yeah, I'll figure out a way to.
Like you're slow, but it could be fun. Personally, like you could walk over to the other side, but it would be hard to do because it's slow. Because you're slower in the water,
Right, and you make noise.
and you make a lot of noise. So I don't think that
Okay.
would be that terrible.
Okay, I might try that.
This area felt fine, but this he also said it, the first guy. You had to look both ways. One time I peeked, I went like this, but there was someone there, so I just died.
Yeah, the crate's obviously not enough. Watching you guys
Yeah.
play, I need to have that cover come all the way in so you can actually like split it with cover.
Or just that when you push, you only have to look really one side, so you can check that
Yeah.
side first, and then you can peek like that or something, or along those lines.
Yeah, give me a second, I'm making notes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What else? This ladder was kind of weird, but I guess that can work because it's like loop around.
Sorry, is it just uncomfortable or like?
Yeah, yeah, just
Are we?
uncomfortable. Just
Do we?
uncomfortable, but
Okay. No
I
clipping or
think
anything on it, or
um,
not that you noticed anyway.
I mean, just
A
the
little
fact
bit.
that example I can come here and like I'm stuck
Okay.
here. That's one thing. I think I saw. Yeah, here you clipped it, but it happened once that I wanted to go like drop down, but I had to do the loop really.
Oh, oh, okay, weird. Thanks.
Yeah. This angle.
That's
That
not intentional. I did it. I've been running
wow.
around. I started
It
to see.
genuinely looked so intentional.
I don't know how I didn't see it when I was playing with bots and stuff.
That's
I just
pretty
never
funny.
looked there. Yeah, I was like, fuck, that's miserable. All right, yeah. Thanks for the reminder. I gotta cover
Yeah,
that
I
up.
think that's pretty much it for me.
All right, thank you. Wild would like to go next.
Okay, Wild. Cool. Yes, Wild. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
All right. First of all, I had a lot of fun on this map. I really like the theme and the idea, and the ship. Just like playing around the ship is pretty cool. Rather than like repeating a lot of what I think other people are gonna say, I'm just gonna throw out like a wild idea, and feel free to just completely ignore it. But like at some point during this playtest, I just started wondering like why don't T's just spawn here, and then like go this way to B and go this way to A, and go like this kind of becomes mid.
Yep.
Obviously you'd have to make a couple changes to like make that make a little more sense. And one thing I liked was like here you can boost a teammate up to up to this area, and maybe there'd be like a door or a window to
Oh,
get
did you
into
guys
upper mid.
do that? Oh
Well,
no,
yeah, we
you're saying you
boosted and
could. Oh, okay.
you can't really go anywhere, I don't
Right.
think. So
Yeah.
like yeah, but like if there was a way, like if if you had turned if you put T's over here, let's say, and you put CTs like on this back dock, so that like this, instead of this being a weird angle that like is a huge major point, it's more like just a totally optional rotate from A to B, like that you
Yeah.
could take, but if it's blocked off, so be it. You have other ways of rotating. And like I said, like drastic, like not drastic, but like other things would have to change for it to make sense. But you've kind of like you've got a lot of the layout that makes sense for this, where like if CTs were spawning here, like you said, to me, it's spawning in the back over there. I mean, it's kind of similar to Overpass in the way it would play, where like you'd have time ideally to like maybe push up to like this window and see if you can spot anything.
Yeah.
Maybe fall back, like it's almost be like pushing up long on Overpass, but you can always fall back to sight. You would keep CTs on the boat for like the majority of the round because they don't have to go anywhere. And then Heaven on A, I think I would probably switch the way you get up there to like, instead of having the ladder out here, have it somewhere in here, I don't know, so that you can
That's the last
you're like,
version. It was in this room. Yeah.
right. But of course, like it's one of those things where you could, if you put the
Yeah.
spawn over there and the CT spawn here and just made like got rid of the head glitch and like bad angles, like and just play test it again, it'd be so different that you'd get
Right.
a wildly different result. And agreeing with everyone else, I would rope off the back of this upper area, and it's such, since I'm suggesting you spawn over here, like I would rope off this back area. No one
Mhm.
really planted in A because like upper was so hard to cover or defend
Right.
against. But
This became
theoretically,
kind of
planting,
useless.
yeah, planting and hiding back here would be like such an overpowered spot if you could plant A, which you could more if like this was all roped off, I guess.
Right.
Anyway, just something to think about. And on this side, I don't know if anyone pointed out these angles, and I don't know if they actually work, but like
I
these
saw
look
a
like they
couple
could
people
be really
jump up
bad
here.
head glitches, maybe. I don't know.
Ye-
It might be just tall
Yeah,
enough, but
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know what else to do about it, but just something to think about.
Okay.
And then did someone point out this boost over here? I think they may have up here. Like, if
No,
you boost
someone
in,
was talking
so first
about it.
you can jump spot, and then
Yeah,
if you
okay, alright.
boost, it's like you see the whole map.
Okay, one sec.
You're basically like,
Right. Okay,
yeah,
making a
can
note
you
of
boost me real
that. That's a big one.
Wait, can I not jump? Oh, is it clipped right there? There's like a weird clip, I think, on this side.
It might just
Or
be
someone
lined
on
up.
my. There's
The
like a
walls are
weird clip
supposed
right here.
Yeah, the walls are supposed to be clipped. It's probably
You can do
overhang.
it here, but yeah, either
Yeah.
way, you can do this boost, and we got like a kill here, and some, I guess this is probably not intentional.
Yeah, I didn't know.
No. No, you're really not supposed to be on top of the orange at all.
Yeah, but
Okay.
anyway, I think that's, I don't everything else has been covered pretty much, or is going to be covered by other people. So that's
Okay.
just a crazy idea I had. I don't know if you've ever had it laid out like this or thought about it. But
So the whole theme, right, being a ship, like I wanted the clashes to naturally be where you're starting to approach the ship, which other than the A site, that's kind of how it works out. And it was laid out as like a 3-lane, but it just felt, I don't know, it just kind of felt boring at the time. So it kind of morphed into this, but the 3-lane also does exactly what I want naturally, where like as you approach a ship, you should expect to have confrontation. So it would work that way as well. And I will probably play with the idea, but I got to see where it gets tuned up to.
right. Well, anyway, that's all I got.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Cool, thank you. Who wants to talk next?
I'll go.
Go
That's
ahead,
cool.
Broken.
Alright, cool. Broken on CT side.
Cool. Gotcha.
So yeah, I thought that was what Wild actually just said was really interesting. Maybe about moving the spawn. I initially thought about just moving the spawn over to this section, and
That's what I'm starting to think, because I want
Mhm.
obviously a lot of complaints for like the length of time to get to A. So I'm trying
Yes.
to figure out how to do that without like the CT rotates need to be improved a bit, but I don't want to make it so short that they can come out super easily.
Mhm.
That's why there's like the one-way drop, but it's just awkward at the moment. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I definitely you taking inspiration from Overpass. Definitely take like a look at outside in the bathrooms and try to take inspiration from there, and maybe and I'd say this area of the map just is really boring, and even as a CT, like it's really awkward to push all the way
Mhm.
down and then go across. I didn't really like how there's two of these like T holds. They can just sit and hold. I thought
Yep.
that was like I was didn't want to make me push as a CT.
Give me Nick,
This
1 second. I'm gonna make a note of that.
yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and then this angle or this this path over here. This one feels good. Wish it was a little bigger, and there's probably needs to be another entrance.
Like you want that patio thing to be wider above the mid, like this should be bigger.
Yeah, I just figured this out after the playtest that you could actually push through here this way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a route to rotate away or something.
Okay. This feels needs to be a little bigger or something like
Okay.
that, just to make it more of a mid area, feel better to just play around. I think this side of the map it's just not fun. And
You can tell the inspiration is on the boat.
I think the design of the map is sweet. And I think if you move the T spawn over here, you're gonna be able to the long timings will be better, and then this area needs a little more. I feel like this angle is it's really drastic. If you made the drastic angle back here and made it so that T's and CTs were fighting on an equal plane
Well,
up here.
I've got room too. If I move the spawn, like you can tell that this wood that you're on top of is like kicked away from the ship. I can tighten it back up to the ship to shorten it for T's if I have
Exactly.
to.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's how it used to be, but for
Okay.
sound and stuff, I pushed it away so they could do some running without being heard right away.
Okay.
But it would work fine with the suggestions of moving spawn. So it would be
Yeah, I
something
definitely
to look
think
at.
yeah, shorten it up if you move spawn. Wasn't a fan of this path. I mean, if it needs to be here, I would just make it more apparent that this is a path.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
there's a T, you're coming up like this. You don't ever check. There's overlays
That's
here,
fair. That's fair.
right?
One second, I'm making a note.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And then again with this same, I feel like this doorway needs to be a lot bigger, just to indicate for the players that this is the pathing.
Right.
I'd also put like fall barriers on this side just to make it a lot easier to navigate.
To play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I wrote down, I think you already talked about it. Yeah, just decide what you want to do with the water. If you want to make it like, if you want to have a CT route or a T route that goes all the way underneath and you can sneak up behind, I thought that was kind of cool. Someone said that. But other than that, maybe make it just kill you. Make people really be cautious about jumping off. All right, so B site. I thought B site is pretty big in terms of just the length from end to end. I thought maybe you could put a helicopter model and then cut it half off here. Maybe bring B site up a little more, add some more cover, like a bar or something out here. It's more yachty or something,
Yep.
Yeah, just taking B as a T was really awkward from this small pathing over here. And I think if you open it up, just make it a little more apparent. This U-turn is just weird. And if it was longer, this needs to be more. This angle is a little ridiculous.
If I could clean it up and make it more fun. You guys were doing what I anticipated happening, which is where T's started splitting approaching the ship.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a game of like T's are trying to pinch and then CTs can set up like a counter pinch with a half a rotate. But anyway, so that was good to see, but yeah, it looks like it wasn't fun.
It took us a little bit to figure out what to do.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's a weird layout.
Yeah, exactly. And that's overpass and nuke aren't the same, aren't the 3 lanes, so it's gonna be hard. This angle right here is
that looks gross. Yeah. Okay.
Also, yeah, it's just, I mean, there's so much of it too. If there was
Yeah,
just like a little sliver of it, it wouldn't be too big of a deal.
Okay. But I gotta make a note of that one. Okay, thank you.
And then again with this room, it's just a little. There's like a lot of dead space, like back here, I guess.
Okay.
Holding, just tighten it up, make it. Are you able to get on top of this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Okay.
It's just like a planner box for now.
Yeah. And then I think we talked about. I like this middle area. This felt cool. I like the design, the bathroom, or I'm sorry, the bedroom into A, and then everyone's been talking about A. Yeah, I think you just need to remove the upper area or just shorten it up.
Yep.
Um,
And I think I will end up shortening it, and then I need a stronger default for A. It kind of is just lounge chairs aren't cutting it.
right. This upper route you could put over on this side to squirt out to here or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, I see what you mean. Wait, sorry. The upper route, but you went over to B?
Yeah,
What are you
you could
suggesting?
move. Yeah, you can move the upper route into B or something like this, if you need to. If you want to remove the upper area completely.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
If
okay.
you're gonna remove the upper area, you need to decide, like, is this gonna be a path? This is just like the best place to be on A with every angle in the world, right? So is it just gonna be a path for them to go through and then come down the other way? Like that might be fine, or they can just drop into mid. Yeah, and then this angle is like
Too,
crazy.
it's too awkward with all the other mid angles that were mentioned.
You would never know as a T to look up here. Because look, you're going like this and this. I mean, my top of my screen's covered by fucking my profile pic.
Right. Oh yeah, that's not okay. That's not fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and someone said utility throwing through here. Definitely add some windows or something like that.
Yep.
And
was there? I forget what round it was. Someone mentioned like a potential exploity boost spot maybe around the A ramp out of
There's this-
heaven.
There's this
Oh, whoa.
one I'm on
That's
right
gross.
now.
Okay.
Yeah. Which
Was
not
there
that hard.
something? Was there something over by that little catwalk, looking down that ramp, or looking at the A entrance or something?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm not.
Okay,
I don't
that's
remember.
fine.
I didn't really play much of the.
Okay, I'll go. I'll look around for awkward things.
I mean, actually, I got something. When I was in the water at some point here, or wait, was it in the water?
So who's this?
Osama.
Thank you.
Wait, where was I? I don't remember where I was actually, but I remember I could see the box there.
It's just like a
Oh,
cheeky
it's
angle.
here. Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
You could check the guy pushing right there.
Okay.
Like you're holding
two.
two angles at the same time.
Yeah, that's not nice. All right, thank you. Got a note.
Yeah, that was everything. So CT side
Cool.
felt really fun. So yep.
Cool.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you, man.
Cool. Who would like to talk next? Does anybody want
Can
to
I
talk? Go ahead, Umbrella.
All right, my name is Umbrella Game.
Got it.
All right.
V1 or V2?
The first feeling of the map is like you are kind of forcing this to spread out on the map, which one way is good, another one is a little bit bad because most of the times you are stuck behind utility and the other part of the group is going the other side of middle or going A and they're advancing, but the other people are slowed down here and you cannot do an attack. You have to wait, and in the meantime you are counterpinned or sandwiched in, by all directions by the city. That's how the map feels, at least on this side. Some of the issue that I have is the ramp is on an angle, top kind of feel a little bit awkward. Pick it and push it. Very easy to be more from upper as well from here with the jump shot as well.
Sorry, one sec. I'm making notes.
Other than that, you have a clipping on the left that's a little bit weird because.
Oh, you're catching something.
Yeah, no, I catch the wall, and because it's an angle, I move slower because it's the ramp is angle as well. So that's weird. Yeah, and then I go here where I'm going to run the issue when cities are going to be like holding somewhere around here, and three of us here they cannot push faster or try to trade kill because one set of nades it's enough to just force everyone to go back and just sit here and just sit here ducks basically. It's a little bit cramped here and to the other part of middle to A. Other than that, here feels a little bit corridory-ish with some long angles.
You said hallway-y?
Corridory. Like it's,
okay, yep.
It's very long angle. And
okay.
if I try to like get to the SMG, I just need to like hug all the walls and just jump shot in 3-4 angles differently and just try to die. Basically.
Okay.
I don't know, same with this one here. Like the upper area feels a little bit awkward. That's the general feeling that I have. Also you have a gap on the wall here.
yeah.
Someone was
terrible. Yeah, sorry.
It's fine. Other issue. This part of the map feels a flank maze route in a way, where most of the times you just run here for like 20 seconds, try to boost, fail, go around for like another 5-10 seconds, and then you get a bomb site and you get stunned because you miss the timings. Sometimes they can be up here, and you are just looking left and right. I don't detest that, but it's weird. Also because you have that nasty angle from there that you can see on B.
Right.
I think I got shot sometimes there, and I didn't realize from where exactly. Also from retakes as well. Let me try to get it from A to B. It's a bit weird because I'm running in the scenario where I have the option to go right in the hallway that's cramped with 2 more teammates, 1, or in the angles where I have most of the fights here, and then on the bomb site, the only 2 fights is behind the equator far away here. The weird sensation that I feel like this room can be the bomb site because it has more interaction and fights than the actual
Mm.
dock here. I think that
Yep.
you can have that in mind if you want to change stuff. Also the entrance on middle and this one as well here, they're a little bit awkward. This one on the right side for this, it's a little bit awkward because I'm running on these angles here, then here, then up here that you can see through
All right,
middle.
you're exposing your back to it. Yep, yep.
Yeah, like as a single guy, even with 2 flashes, I don't think I can cover anything here. Even I try to smoke, they just prefer the smoke jump shot and they can see anything. Or they can watch from above. Like yeah, like if I try to smoke here, I just smoke myself and try to die from different elevation angles. Basically, it just feels awkward. As well, when I try to retake, I have way too much stuff to be scared here to
Right.
clear.
Too many cubbies and things. Yeah.
Yeah, and go to the side. Same with Minnow. Like that is the most dangerous area when I try to retake A. Like I'm getting shot in the back most of the time.
Got it.
A, it's weird only because you take a long time to get here. And because you have a 2 set elevation, kind of third, but no one played here surprisingly, that you have fights left and right. Like I need to decide first where I have to pick, and I don't have much cover to pick on. It's like up there, up, right down, ladder, room, cover, box. Like too much, like in 1 second of thinking.
All right. It's terrible to take, and then you have nowhere to hide when
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
we
Okay.
tried to boost here to get upper, but apparently you need 2 people to get to the high ground. That's
Oh,
one
interesting.
thing. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like you can, if you want to still have this in mind, you can make the box bigger, I think. Also, I didn't like this path here to upper, just a stairway, staircase corridor-ish. I think you can just remove this part here. I don't think it's going to be that awful. Even if, like, once it is going to be here, I think it's just a gamble for you to just take the staircase, to be honest. Because you just get an advantage if you're up here, basically.
All right.
Yeah, that's all.
Cool. Thank you.
Cool. Toland, I think you're the only one other than me. So do you have anything?
Yeah. Yeah, I have some stuff.
Go ahead.
I'm Gotigan in game.
Say it again.
Gotigan in game.
Oh, got it. Yep. Thank you.
I think 2 of the most like obvious and probably least subjective things that I think should be like changed is probably I think the T rotates to get to here are like way too long. If you get like if let's say you get like shut out of here, it takes so long to get anywhere else.
Yep.
And the fact that like also if you're running here, people on B can obviously hear you. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
I think like that like definitely should be like changed in some way. I think maybe you could like tweak this area a bit so that the entrance is a bit like closer to the ship instead of being out here. And I was also wondering like I was almost wondering like if you could have like a lower route that actually goes like through the ship, which might be interesting.
Yeah. So, not going to stop you, but I tend to call these like lower mid and upper mid. You're at like lower mid because you come in the low part of the ship. I was starting to think, yeah, like, can I just make a connection to the other side as like an alternate? I was just trying to balance that with like CT access, so they don't get some like unreasonable control.
Yeah.
So I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, I think what I would do if you can find a way to make it work is just like have like a single select like just a couple of rooms that connect that go all the way through and then give them
Yeah.
like one room or stairs that
Well,
connect
you can see like the unused rooms.
Yeah,
You
I
clip, yeah,
noticed.
yeah. There was like a bunch of ideas I haven't totally removed. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 'cause, like I
Let
think
me
then
make a
it would
note.
be yeah, that's cool. I think then you would end up like it would be better kind of like Vertigo where although the rotates like although you can hear people rotate, they're still really short by comparison to like a regular map. So I think it kind of
Right.
would work out much better than like this being
Okay.
your only way to go.
Yeah, yeah.
The other thing I think that definitely feels like it could be tweaked is like this whole area. Like people obviously already explained, I think that it's like a bit maybe unnecessarily like complex. But I think like I would agree with that. Like a lot of this just wasn't used that much. I don't think I saw someone like really here like ever really like
Right.
I think you can absolutely simplify this into just like one route instead of having like, you know, a loop here and then like this bit. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think there's any harm in like just simplifying it a bit. Um,
Okay.
I think that would make the map feel a bit easier to learn as well, because it means like now you only really have to worry about the ship and not the maze next to it.
Ah,
Um,
that's fair. Yeah.
I think that would help because this is my first time playing the map.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Um, as for like the stuff in the ship, I would definitely say like I think the kind of like the structure of the ship plays a bit better than I like initially thought, because people often like make stuff like this and it's just like really horrible. But this is actually like not too bad. It's a pretty
Yeah,
good
I tried
starting
to
point.
keep it like open and not like a bunch of tiny ass rooms.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's definitely yeah, decent. I would I guess yeah, a site I would probably agree with. I think it was it like Chief or someone that said like the upper area like just wouldn't really work.
Yeah, I gotta
I
I gotta fix
personally
it.
agree with that. Yeah, I would honestly just like get rid of the whole thing, to be honest.
You don't like it at all?
No, like I think
Okay, okay.
even if you do like block off like this part of it, I think
Uh-huh.
there will never be a scenario where after plants aren't like super frustrating if there's like a guy up there that you can like diffuse. Like I just think there's like nothing you can do about that, to be honest. Like it's just inherently kind of annoying. I mean, you can obviously say fuck it and keep and do it, but
Right.
yeah, that's just my opinion. I also think like kind of this area to go up to, it's kind of weird as well. Like having something this like narrow and straight with nothing.
Right.
Like feels a bit forced, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
starting to think that I want to keep a T approach if I keep heaven, but I think I'm gonna move it away from the actual A entrance
mhm,
so that it's not also so long as the A main.
mhm. Yeah,
But I don't know. Yeah, obviously I gotta think about it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I think obviously the site could do with some cover, especially like when I'm planting the bomb. That would be quite nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice not to be
Um,
exposed everywhere.
I don't think anyone really used this, but I feel like this like back area might be kind of annoying in the after plant. But I don't know, I never saw it in use, but kind of I think it's a bit of a weird one because like
Hmm.
it's just a head peak like everywhere. I feel like it
Yeah.
sort of doesn't really need to be there, or
It it
accessible. I mean,
it used to be the CT spawn, but it's too far away, so it's kind of just a
ah,
holdover.
I see. Okay, that kind of makes sense because this does look a lot more like it would be a spawn than
Yeah, yeah, but
yeah,
it's just too far, so I
yeah,
gotta tinker.
yeah. I get you. I get you. As for the rest of the stuff, actually didn't have any like major issues apart from just a few things I noticed. I think once you get to this part, which feels okay, I think you have a bit of an issue where in order to go one of these areas, someone can just like a CT can just like peek at any time and see like all the way through
Hmm.
like this. So if I'm like going here with my back to this, someone can just like peek there at any time and kill me, which I think sucks. Like
Yeah, the angle's too long.
yeah, like even if I have like a teammate like holding like somewhere close, there's still a possibility someone just like peeks like this, and just, like kills me while I'm
Right,
going up here. So yeah, like
right.
definitely like
Okay,
tweak this a bit so that
that's a
entrances
good
aren't opposite.
catch.
Um, sort of kind of same with this. I think it would be good to like split up this area just a bit. Because of how like I guess if you're trying to like split from here into A or B, you have to worry about like a little bit too much, I think. Um,
Yeah,
like it's just like a little bit too open, like with a number of places where
right.
CTs can like peek from. Um,
Okay.
what else was I gonna say? Um, oh yeah, one thing I should have mentioned earlier actually is hang on. Like what someone said about this, like I think this is like another kind of good reason for getting rid of the upper is you don't have to worry about what the hell do I do to stop this.
Yeah,
Because you should obviously never have a clip brush with you know that's at like the same height as
right.
way of walking. So yeah, kind of a weird one. Um, yeah, I think the last thing I just want to say is I think the retakes on B felt a little bit awkward for a couple of reasons. I think I wasn't really a fan of how like both of the entrances that CTs can take to retake are kind of like sort of like connected like this in like one big room.
Mm,
I think it'd be nice if there was more like um there was sort of like a stagger between like the room you have to retake from and the actual bomb site you need to attack from. If you're coming here, you know, maybe you get another timing and someone peeks from there. It's
Sorry,
very
when you say a stagger, you mean just like you don't like the sight line between the two doors, or there needs to be like a difference in
yeah.
timing or something?
Just yeah, sorry, just sort of like I feel like this room and this room should be more separate. Like I don't know, I probably wouldn't work with like the ship design, but like if I could, I would have like a room and then a connector room to here instead of just a doorway.
I got you.
And same thing on this side. I don't know if that's like feasible, but like I think
Yeah,
that'd
there's
be
a
like
lot of theming things I can do, like little bars, patio things. Yeah, there's a way.
okay,
I
yeah,
can figure it out. I see what you mean,
that's
though.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would just make the retakes feel a bit better because a lot of the time when I was retaking, I might be like holding here and I also have to like worry about that or maybe
Right.
the other way around sometimes. Um, kind of the same thing with here, like you sort of these areas are like kind of stacked, so someone can like look from
Ah.
that
Okay.
from here as well.
Yep.
Like if this, like let's say you had like a big room here, for example, like I feel like that makes this like a little bit more manageable, for example, like with where
Right.
people can come from. I don't know.
That makes sense. No, that
Um,
makes sense.
yeah,
Thank you.
and just yeah, very last thing. I think this stairs is kind of another thing that makes retaking feel a bit weird, and this area in general, the fact that like someone could be technically like all the way over here, and like kill people in the entrance, kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would try to like do something to make these stairs again like a bit more separate from this setup room for the retake. So
Right.
rather than like coming up them and then immediately you have to fight people, you might have to like come up with them and then I don't know, like turn a corner or go through another thing, then you
Yeah.
can retake. Like
Okay.
yeah, that's kind of what I mean by like stagger the thing, so it's not just like one you know, engaging. You don't want to engage with the retake too early on in the map, if that makes sense. Like
Right.
that's how I would. That's what I think anyway. But yeah, I enjoyed the layout overall. That's all my feedback.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. I am the last one. 1 second. Okay, so I'm Squidski in game. So what I notice, the main difference, well, one of the differences I noticed from like one of the first times, like the first time I looked at the map, is obviously the timings are quite a lot better. Like they make a bit more sense now than when I first looked at the map. But I think kind of went a little overboard in the sense that overboard, ship pun. Yeah. There's gonna be, I think there's too much going on, and people already told you like this should probably be, you know, brought in, for example. But I think another way
brought in. Oh, the
yeah,
the
like
route.
this, like
Yeah,
brought
yeah,
in a little bit, so it's like just shorter in general to move around. But I think okay, I don't know how I did that. But I think another thing that I was thinking is there's just so much map, and I really don't think there needs to be. Like, for example, like the entrance all the way over there. Like, is there really a reason that you can't just have this like a, you know, diagonal path to go like right here, you know, and then like same thing on the other side, right? To like even out the timings. Like, is there a reason that this entrance can't just be like over here, or at least like, you know, you just go diagonally here so that it's a much shorter path? Like, that's kind of my thought. Is like, yeah, just in general, like I think that you can shrink a lot just by not restricting yourself to some of that pathing.
Yeah, I started to do it near T-spawn, but yeah, I gotta reconfigure it.
I think there's still a lot you can do with that, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
And I very much agree that this side of the map there's just kind of too much, which part of what I said will address that, but I also think one of the other issues that it causes is when you are first playing the map, you have no idea where the choke points are. Just no clue. So like if I'm coming from this side, right, I go here or I go here, like whatever, like how, like do I assume the choke point's here? Do I assume it's up here? Like, do I assume that it's here? Do I assume it's right here? You know, like you just have no clue where any of the choke points are going to be. So I think that is also one of the problems with it being too complex, and it being simplified would kind of inherently fix that. But I also think wherever the specific choke point is should be more demarcated, like where it actually
more obvious
is. Because like you could make the case that anything around here could be the choke point, just like looking at this like in a vacuum. So I think that's also part of the issue, is there's just too much going on. Other things, I'm also on the team of completely gutting this upper part of A. At least with the map in its current state, I think the map is already complex enough. Especially if you do things like add a path that goes under like through here. I think, you know, if you add more paths, it's just gonna get more complex, and I really don't think the map needs any more complexity. So that's my case for getting rid of this. Simplify, headshots suck, you know, etc., etc. I also agree with Tolan that honestly the inside of the ship was not. I honestly thought it was gonna play a lot worse, but it really didn't. So
that's good to hear.
So that's good. Honestly, I think most of the issues are the surrounding areas. Mostly, like this is awkward, and then we already talked about the other side of the map. So I don't know that I specifically have any insight that other people haven't already said.
My big concerns coming into the first playtest were like the rotate timings. How did that end up feeling?
You mean like
people?
Between sites?
Yeah, for CTs to come
It wasn't
like once
that
you
bad.
okay.
Honestly, I was more annoyed with the timing to B, as in since you spawn so far back, if you don't immediately sprint to B and you know immediately set up a smoke right here or whatever, they have B basically. Like, and if you know if you come here and you don't have anybody watching this, you can't hold B because you can't watch both of these at the same time. So I honestly think that's the bigger issue rather than rotating. I honestly thought rotating was okay. And honestly, my big issues with rotating was that you can't kill anybody upper. Like you have to be wary of it when you're rotating. Because you can't really get up there unless you oh wait, the ladder's on this side. Unless you like go here, or because you can't come up from this side, like from this side of the ship. So yeah, it's in that sense retake is annoying, but I thought the timing was okay. I didn't really have an issue with it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I had anything else. Oh, I did find this angle at one point, which was a little overpowered. I think one of the issues that you're gonna have, which you don't need to address right now, is once you clean up a lot of the other issues, you're gonna get a lot of these issues where people are just abusing angles to get the next the next minor edge. Because right now you can do that through timings and stuff, but this is gonna probably happen eventually, especially because then you can climb up here and then like play the off angle. So you don't need to address this stuff right now, but I think that is going to happen once you clean up everything else. But just something to keep in mind. But yeah, I think that's basically all I have.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I got pages of notes, so this has been great.
Yeah, great. If anybody else has anything, I feel like we've gone long enough. So if anybody else has anything, post it in the Discord chat, and the announcement is in the demo is in the announcement channel. And thank you for coming, everybody. And I'm going to go walk my dog. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.